My name is Martin Coral, and I'm from Colombia. I studied on engineering, and I was struggling a little to find a job related, related to that. And I started searching for other possibilities, and I started training, and I loved it. And here we are, 6 years after that day, and I'm loving it, still loving it. I found PGLS, which I believe they started accepting international interpreters. I believe I was one of the first ones, and I am so glad I found PGLS because it is great. Helping people is the most rewarding thing about this job. I love providing them with good news, even though sometimes you have to provide bad news. But even though those bad moments are present, you are helping people understand their condition. You're helping them, and you're helping them understand a reality for them, and that is the most rewarding thing for me. Trying to keep a straight face, especially during video calls, whenever you're providing bad news that might affect you on the inside, and keeping a straight face, trying to be as delicate as you can when providing those bad news, but also whenever something funny happens, well, you shouldn't like laugh out loud or something like that, but sometimes depending on the occasion, well, they might be laughing between them, between the two parties, and sometimes it's a little inevitable not to laugh, but you have to try and avoid that. The majority of the clients, like 99% of the clients, they're so kind and so understanding. So yeah, I personally think that working in those different fields is really helpful for me as an interpreter. I develop my language skills every day. I learn everything different every day, different vocabulary, different terminology every day. So yes, it's really helpful. Not being afraid of using interpreter tools, like asking for permission to search for terminology. We're not robots. We're not AI. We're better than that. And sometimes we need to make sure that our accuracy is on point, and we need to ask for repetitions when needed. As an interpreter, I wouldn't rely entirely on AI, because there are a lot of regionalisms, a lot of weird words that the LP might use, that it is super difficult for us to interpret, and AI wouldn't do a good job. So I wouldn't rely entirely on it. I would just go like old school and use like Lingui, and trust on my knowledge as an interpreter. I would rely more on that. It contributes to my professional development every day. There are many fields, different fields that are contributing to my knowledge, especially medicine and healthcare and mental care. I love those calls, and those calls are different every day. You learn different stuff every day, and it makes it like awakens my curiosity on different matters, different fields. Pay rate is way much better than the other ones. There is not micromanagement. I've worked for several companies before, interpretation companies before, but I don't feel like this at PGLS. I believe PGLS provides a proper feedback whenever it is needed.